Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play. My name is Eglandir Twil Salanar, elf of the house of Gandavum, the slaughtered house of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still. The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now, darkness, darling, hush, hush, and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace, oh yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazuldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Kazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsucker, give me my revenge! Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
By the filed teeth of Sulumar Soul Shredder, the end...
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a, let's call him eccentrics, hit list.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like...
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Tomatoes. Fighting those awful... Ambushed, caught unawares. Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I...
Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before.
Train up while you can.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The elf. What in the name of Ahu's arse should I arrest him for?
He wants us to kill Victoria.
It's true. He is a dangerous lunatic and needs to be incarcerated.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. But I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him unless I have some actual evidence, though. Or did you think I'd simply take your word for fact? As I suspected.
Robert aided and abetted criminals. He should be arrested immediately.
Absolutely. Without his complicity, the body snatcher would have been caught immediately.
Shame to arrest a man who buried so many legionnaires with military honors, but so be it. I'll send out a chap to apprehend him forthwith.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the Source Hunter you're talking to.
Sir! No, sir!
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
I'd say you ought to take her off our hands if you had the space. Though we couldn't guarantee she'd do more than piddle on the floor and maul your furniture.
You don't think it's infected, do you? Sorry, sir.
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Furious! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
I could do with a cold drink.
No, there's my pepper.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Here lies Kimberly. Finally. is Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit or a lovable prankster ghost? Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the fallen.
Rest in peace,
The
darling.
fallen have no use for honors or visits.
Here lies
Their
Jack,
days have passed.
the oldest man in
Ours have
Sicil.
not.
Get off my grave,
Let us
you
not waste them on
jackanapes.
pointless ceremony.
In memory of Loni, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Rest in peace,
Here
darling.
lies Nemris, master of philosophy. Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper, "You'll never catch me alive." Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
What trickery is this?
May the seven
That's not
keep
Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sicil pie in the afterlife?
This dog we met, how true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating. Animals, dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are so very pure. They are. They do not scheme, they do not deceive. Perfidy, that is the human condition. This kind, this trusty beast, he is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one.
May the seven keep you.
Wise words. To approach humanity with the same distrust as one would approach a grinning goblin is to be ready for the stab that is to follow. I know, for I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals. In the animal kingdom only one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear, but their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power. This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not.
seven keep you.
Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so.
Those bony brutes will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Syseal's ramparts.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
stand on.
guess someone else got here first.
According to his diary, this bloke couldn't put down his dogs even after he knew them to be infected.
Who could bear to harm his best friends, especially when they only showed signs but no symptoms of turning?
They are only innocent beasts after all and appear to pose no threat of harm.
can see the white light. On the mend.
May the seventh keep you.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Oh, there's my pepper. Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Not in the mood for cheese.
Into the fray once more. A stitch in time, eh, friends?
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Bless the seven I am restored.
Back on my feet again.
Privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman land.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
If you are taking to the sea, leave a wide berth around that black cove. Haunted as my grandmother's womb it is.
We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up. Nothing worse than being stuck on land. This floor's just too damn steady. Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on. Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo. These damn orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves. With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though. Those souls are just as pressed for luck as we are now. A shame nothing could be done to save her.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really. Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than those souls are just as pressed for luck as we are.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything.
I wouldn't let all wig 500 yards of my loving nature. Curse the
Source? Here, in Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed humps of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Was too busy dodging fireballs to notice anything myself. But ask around a bit. Could be one of the other men spied something I didn't. Psst. Ever hear about the time?
Sauce? Here in Seal? Daft. Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that staff you're talking about. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where he could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters.
You know the story. Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of Youthful Gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took...
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Seal? Name's Conrad, cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items. Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster, crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see it return. I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble. Seaman's code, you know. Not to rat out a fellow sailor.
Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride.
What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewheres. He's probably there now trying to launch a vessel in private, if he hasn't already escaped, that is. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that, would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
Legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Ythelgore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a road.
The Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride.
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sailed to Ythelgore anymore?
You know the story. Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Ah, nothing like the smell of the sea, is there? She was targeted by the Orc shaman during the attack. Now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment, I didn't recognise you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation? You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Look alive, my good man. This gate'll be short work for a well-equipped contingent of orcs.